Welcome back to the channel, fellow viewers. Today we have an iPhone tier list today.
Obama, that intro sucked than your anger management speech in 2012.
Well, fucking you do it then.
What's up, bitches? Today we have the best phone tier list. My opinion is worth more than these dumbasses combined.
That was even worse, actually.
Nobody is asking you, Donald.
All right then, starting off with the first iPhone ever released in 2009.
During Obama's presidency, I give it an S tier because it is the GOAT of all phones.
I agree. This phone nowadays is selling up to $60,000.
How much crack can you give to Hunter with only $60,000, Joe?
Maybe I'll use that to fuck your wife. I bet she can go for $200 just for one night.
Jesus, Joe. The first phone can go into S tier, now we can go for the second iPhone.
It's an S tier pick, unlike your ancient ass.
You're seriously attacking me?
It was directed at Joe.
This phone is quite the quality, but it's worse than the iPhone 3, Trump, you fucking moron. Your face makes a mime look overly expressive.
The iPhone 2 with a slight bigger display. Better battery and up to 8 gigs of RAM is great. It can definitely go into the A tier.
Why not? But the iPhone 3 is even better. You might as well hang up Joe. You're bitchless than an emo with a male-looking girl.
Can we please have a rational discussion about the iPhone tier list?
Donald always fucks it up.
No, because one day you're going to look back at this and see how much of a fucking idiot you are.
Excuse me, but whose side are you on?
Never ask me that again.
iPhone 3 can go into the A tier Obama.
No, fuck you. iPhone 3 can go into the F tier.
Where the fuck is your dementia pills? You said iPhone 3 was better than the iPhone 2.
I'm putting this phone into the A tier.
iPhone 4 is going into the D tier. It's gone into the same old ways, just like Samsung.
When you wanted to do the iPhone tier list, I thought you know more about it than Samsung.
I never said that. Samsung is better than Apple. The fuck are you talking about?
Holy fucking shit, are you high?
I am high energetic, motherfucker. I am useful than the both of you.
How are you high? Did you scratch Hunter's nuts and then sniffed it to get high?
iPhone 4 is starting to fall down. Lots of people really demanded something new. It can go into the B tier.
Keep it up, Donald, and I'll tell the whole world of the sex tape between you and Elon Musk in the presidential bedroom. Your secret is so juicy, if I spilled it, it'd make a gossip desert bloom into an oasis of embarrassment for you.
If you don't shut up, I am going to replace you, Joe.
Try me, bitch boy. Without me, this channel is done for.
iPhone 5 is where they start to get better. The bigger display with a better battery.
And everything is even smoother. I had the black color of the iPhone 5 and I fucking loved it.
Now you're talking, guys. Finally, you're living up to this rich status like I am.
iPhone 5, you useless fucking cadaver.
So we have both iPhone 5s though.
Can't we put them in S tier?
Now, I'm actually fine with putting one into the S and the other into the A tier.
Did you hear that?
What?
I said, did you hear that?
Hear what?
A bitch. Obama, you sound like a bitch.
Fuck you, Joe.
What about the iPhone 6, boys?
Is that even a question? This phone improved even further. Lots of people have that. The rose gold color is what blew me away.
Can't argue with that. This phone was fucking amazing. Even I got heavily addicted to it.
So we all agree to put this thing into the S tier.
Yes, we can. Now we have the blue color of the iPhone 6.
Take that shit off the fucking screen.
You running out of phones, Obama?
Okay, so definitely D tier, and I think so too.
Sorry, Obama.
All good, Joe. Now we go on to the iPhone 7 series.
These things suck ass. The iPhone 7 series is more broken than a $2 watch at the bottom of the Mariana Trench.
What the hell are you talking about? The iPhone 7 has a bigger display with improved UI.
I remember the days when I held the iPhone 7 in my hands. I wanted to install tweak applications. You used to do that with no restrictions. But Apple is all about security. They completely debunked that. So the only logical option was jailbreaking my iPhone 7 to install illegal emulators and play Super Mario Bros. DS.
Joe, jailbreaking iPhone is illegal.
First of all, Steve Jobs is dead. What the hell is that freak is gonna do to me?
Why did you even say illegal emulators? Emulators aren't illegal to play with.
My point is this.
Any day now, Joe. What's your point?
What's my what now?
Oh my God. Obama, ranking iPhone 7 higher than C to B tier is too much.
Let's compromise. Tier C for the iPhone 7.
Higher than F tier. Both of you have a lot of problems in your head.
That's higher than your status, Joe. Your status is so irrelevant, it makes a potato with more friends than a smartphone look like the life of the party.
In terms of the iPhone. What about iPhone 8 series?
The security of this phone is definitely advanced. One time I watched Pornhub and then it immediately gave me a notification of a free whore in Los Angeles. She was 8 minutes away from where I was at, and
What does this have to do with its security?
I am providing context. Please do not interrupt me.
They actually advise you to encrypt your information just in case of a raid in your account.
Are you a psychic or something? Shut the fuck up, Joe.
The both of you turned bumbling into an Olympic sport and are fighting for the gold.
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm putting the iPhone 8 into the A tier. I'm seriously going to lose my shit.
Sorry, Obama, I'll stay on topic now.
Thank you, Joe. Now we are moving on to the iPhone 10.
This is the phone that they have a big-ass crooked notch and got rid of the fingerprint button, right?
Ha ha ha, that was funny.
The iPhone X actually showed improvements. They really do well with the display extensions. This, where jailbreaking your phones was impossible. You literally take 3 weeks to get a trusted 72-hour certification to install tweaked apps.
Thanks a lot, Apple.
iPhones are mainly about security. And the performance, the cameras, the touchscreen, and the stereo deep bass speaker are really peak. I'd give it an S tier.
I never used it before because they nerfed the best features, but I'll take your word for it.
iPhone X isn't the best phone out there, so I'll put it into the A tier.
Well, fuck me then, I am beat.
Next is the iPhone XR.
I think they are slightly better, though I didn't get this whole 3-year span of ex-iPhone products.
This phone is garbage. It keeps turning off whenever I wanted to use it, so I'll put it into the F tier.
Oh my God, fine.
What do you think about the iPhone XS Max, boys?
Now this is what you need: 2 cameras and improved animations, and this one is more secure than ever.
All iPhones are secured, Obama.
Android security was shit.
We are not in 2010, Obama. Please get with the times. You might as well take the iPhone 8 back.
This iPhone XS Max is better, plus it has gold color, so I'll give this a B tier.
Go for it, Sleepy Joe. Obama's fuming out the mouth and will be pouting like a bitch for the duration of this video.
You're so fucking fat. When you walk into a room, even the fucking wallpaper starts sweating because it knows it's gonna need to stretch.
Suck my nuts, Obama. Now we have the iPhone 11.
The phone that has 2 cameras. Finally, Apple did something useful. Put that shit into the S tier.
Forget about all that, but what about the bezels?
It's all right. I like the battery life, honestly. It'll do well with its durable build, but I got a question, though.
Joe, your opinion is so fucking worthless, it'll do you good at only nearly lifeless corpse meeting.
Your existence is so fucking fraudulent that even the stars on your birth certificate are faker than a politician's smile at a fundraising event.
Why are we even doing this?
Good question, Trump. Obama, you really are a huge pain in my ass.
The iPhone 11 can go into the B tier. The bezels on this thing are big, just like Trump's forehead that is close to a decade year away from his brain.
I'm going to let that slide because I want to keep this moving. No discussion on the iPhone 11 Plus. It sucks more than Obama's sexuality over the Michelin Manhunter.
The what now?
Literally everyone is laughing. What about iPhone 11 Pro Max?
The phone with 3 cameras. This just show of how Apple is goated and Samsung is just a piece of...
Joe, please. I cannot take any more of your demented ramblings. Better battery with overlasting performances and reduxed bezels amongst with bigger screen. It can go into the B tier.
Works for me. Now what about the iPhone 12 series?
Fuck you, Donald.
The iPhone 12 is where they start to get way better.
Exactly. I couldn't resist to buy it.
You upgraded a phone because of a bionic chip? Anyone can do that for 2 to 3 years.
You are so clueless, Joe. The iPhone 12 is put on a MagSafe at the back of the phone. You can wirelessly charge your phone without a case. They made the design more square than round. It's even more durable. You can't even break it. For me, this sexy bitch can go into the B tier.
Works for me. Now what about the controversial iPhone 12 Pro Max?
Didn't they copy those wallpaper from Univision? I thought they got a lawsuit.
Oh boy.
Apple got sued because of the lack of security and depth apps that weren't supposed to be there, Joe. The iPhone 12 Pro Max is even better. I don't care of what you say.
What the fuck is your problem, fat boy?
You, Joe, you are my problem.
These MagSafe popularity are getting better. You can even use a magnetic cooler to cool your phone down for intense gaming, but this phone heats like crazy. What do you think, Trump?
Hey, what about my opinion on this?
Fuck off, Biden. You don't even know what we are talking about.
We are literally talking about the iPhone 29 Pro Max Ultra.
Surprise, everyone. Sleepy Joe's dementia ruined this video again.
Oh boy. Well, anyways, the iPhone 12 Pro Max is definitely better. Now they had with the 48 megapixel camera, which shoots good pictures. Tier A suits it well. Now, what about the iPhone 13 and the 13 Plus?
I'm not used with MagSafe, but the magnetic is even more stickier than last year's phones.
What is an iPhone 13?
I'll tell you when you kick the bucket, Joe. The magnetic ring for the iPhone 13 series is even better. Now you got even better battery and a 60 hertz refresh rate.
First of all, why does the first part sound like a porn joke? And second of all, the iPhone always had a 60 hertz refresh rate. Everyone wanted to the 120 hertz refresh rate.
I'm guessing that the 120 hertz refresh rate is better and smoother?
Yes, Joe, good job. You know your shit.
So the 13 goes into the A tier and the Plus goes into the B tier because of certain heating issues.
My daughter always tells me that. I got her the 13 Pro Max and she loved it even more.
You made a great choice, Joe. The iPhone 13 Pro Max is when they got even better.
Did you guys know that the MagSafe for each phone got more MagSafe?
What the hell does that even mean?
When I got the iPhone 13 Pro Max, I broke it because it was too fast for me.
Why would you break a phone just because it got improved?
No bitch. bitch. I broke it because it was too improved.
You guys remember the old DS player for iPhones? You can play at 60 frames per second without any lags. It barely heats as much anymore.
This phone is amazing. Then we all agree that it belongs in S tier.
Yeah, there are several benefits on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. You can even magnetically place a iMain-looking dildo so you can turn your wife on. But turns out she uses the dildo, not her husband.
What the actual shit, Joe?
You seriously worry me sometimes. I think you need to lay off the internet after this, Joe.
There should be a ban of wrinkling old fucks for using the internet at all.
Last time I checked, you and I are the same age, you orange ape.
Shut up, Joe. You'll never be the man your dog thinks you are.
Bot squash the whole arguments. iPhone 13 Pro Max is in S tier. Now we have the iPhone 14 series.
What tier goes on the iPhone 14 then? Bitch.
iPhone 14 and the Plus are more like cash grabs. They are like iPhone 13 2.0. Who the hell would buy this? These are going into the C tier.
Now this is where things starts to get real thick and juicy.
The iPhone 14 Pro Max?
Let's not get too excited, boys, but I can agree that this sexy bitch will go into the S tier. It is definitely worth the upgrade.
Yes.
What about the iPhone 15 and the 15 Plus?
Is Apple running out of ideas or something?
One time I bought my son the iPhone 15 Plus, and all he can give me positive feedback of how secure it really is and how his secret information is never going to be leaked.
I do agree of how much more improving it can be. Besides, both of these phones have dynamic islands, so it's a plus. Maybe the regular can go to the C tier and the Plus into the B tier.
Now, the best part of the iPhone 15 series is the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and this one is titanium.
But this phone's app canon controversies, though. There were overheating issues to a point where consumers stuffed the phone into the fridge to cool it down.
Ashley told me this, but I didn't want to believe it.
This is a complete lie fabricated by the media. They say that so they can buy it on their own and show it off to consumers and tell them that they are fucking losers for being brokies.
9 months later, Apple discontinued the iPhone 15 Pro Max along with the 13 series.
I literally seen them on the market.
Now this is the 16th that you're seeing, Joe.
Shut up, virgins. Putting the 15 Pro Max into the S tier, D tier for all of you, and I fucking hate you, Joe. Comment below on how we did this.
Like the video if you want to see more of these videos.